outfit's bad, the wig's bad, the room is bad. Like, I don't get the point of it. How can you be so thick? So absolutely thick. You're actually just the dance captain for the week. Ah, the audacity of Christy. Hello guys, and welcome back to Dance Mums, and today we're jumping into season 4, episode 23. Sometimes I really have to think hard about what episode we're on, even though I've literally just loaded it up. But anyway, we are going to be jumping right into this episode. It appears that Maddie is away this week, which means that obviously the girls are going to fail because they don't have their golden child to lead them to victory. So make sure to tune in for all of that drama. But first, we do have a pyramid behind us, and make sure that you are subscribing. Remember, we have a end of year goal of 300,000 people on the channel. No, we don't. It's only 10,000. It's an achievable goal. We're at 6.6 currently. I'm sure that we can get to 10,000 by the end of the year. However, you guys are going to have to, you're going to have to get going. You're going to have to get going at the end of the day, aren't we? We're just going to have to get moving. So get rocking and rolling, get moving and grooving. Let's get this going. Let's do it. So once again, we have a pyramid, guys. It's not looking like a Christmas tree. There's enough people on it to make it look like a pyramid. We're doing quite well these days, I gotta say. It's nice when we have a little bit of a cast cut down, because then we get moments like this, where it's a cool pyramid. But at the bottom of the pyramid, for kissing a child, and for forcing a child to kiss her, and also for forcing a child to have their first kiss on national television, it's Abby Lee Miller. Yeah, I'm surprised that there weren't more repercussions for her actions in the last episode. I think that obviously people are definitely not happy with her. It's just not a great moment. It just wasn't great, and I didn't enjoy it. So you know what? Big fat stinker, if you ask me. Anyway, up next we have Melissa. Now Melissa, again, did she do anything to stop Maddie from being emotionally tortured in the last episode? No. So she can stay at the bottom of the pyramid. Then we have Jill and we have Holly. Now these two are just here because I just didn't know where else to put them. They're kind of just there. They were vibing in the last episode. They didn't really say much, didn't really do anything. Had a couple of good moments with Christy. That was about it. Other than that, not really much else. Then we have Mackenzie. Mackenzie was the only person that I didn't really notice in the group number, I have to be honest. And that's a little bit of a shame. Then we have Nia. And we also have Kendall. And these two, they vibe together on this pyramid because they're rarely ever focused on, and they did well in the group number. I didn't notice anything negative about them, so that's good. And then up next, we have Kathy. I mean, she had some great lines. She had some great zings. Still don't know what a $40 cow is. Still a little bit confused about that, but you know what? We'll let it slide. Then up next, we have Maddie. And we also have Christy. I mean, Maddie was just good in the number, and the duet was, it was acceptable. I think if I was to go back and revise that 8, I would probably give it like a 6. I actually don't think I enjoyed it that much. And then Christy, I mean, she was iconic. She was amazing. We love her. Absolute icon. Anyway, up next, on the top of the pyramid, she fell over on the dance, but she kept going, and she did fantastically. It is our little ballerina, Chloe. So well done, Chloe. Top of my pyramid. Excellent. Let's see you be the bottom of Abby's.
You're the winners. You beat Kathy again. Let's go. We did it. Yay. It's always sweet revenge.
Well, I wasn't expecting neon green to be the colour of choice this week. If I'd have known, I would have worn my neon green outfit. But sadly, I'm just rocking the lavender today.
Now, I want to touch on Maddie not being here. We all know that she is in Los Angeles at the Ellen show.
Do we all know that? Is that something that's a we, or is that something that you are now telling us? I know that she is at the Ellen taping, is what you should have been saying. And also, nowadays, that's no brag. That's not a brag. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Disgraced former host Ellen. Unhappiest place on earth. And I'm not talking about Disneyland. Yeah, honestly, absolutely crazy. Just from that short clip, I remember the music video being a lot more impressive. What was that choreography? She kind of just stands in a corner for a little bit. Like, nah, it is impressive. It is an incredible opportunity. It's amazing. Chandelier is one of my favourite songs. Well, I say one of my favourite songs. It's my favourite Sia song, I'd say. Up there with, oh, what's that one from the 50 Shades movie? Not that I've seen the second one. Or that I know it's specifically from the second one. Helium. And it's from 50 Shades Darker. I've only seen the first one. It actually wasn't as bad as everyone makes it out to be. And we watched it in, like, our uni common room as well. So, like, security walked in on us, like, whilst we were watching it. And she was like, oh, this is a good one. And we were like, yeah, we know. That's why we're watching it. No, it was pretty shit, to be fair. But I haven't watched the second or the third one. Just not that interested, I can't lie. So, going back to the Chandelier music video. I have seen it. So, if I was to do a reaction of it, it wouldn't be authentic. It wouldn't be genuine. I didn't realise that was Maddie Ziegler for all that time. If I'm being 100% honest, this sounds horrendous. I thought it was Sia. when it came out, what was this, like 2014, 2015, so around then? I thought it was Sia. Because obviously Sia's quite short, I just thought she was really short. Oh god, but then to be fair, in 2014 I was what, 12? So I feel like I can get away with believing it, do you know what I mean?
I made Maddie. Every dance teacher in this studio had a hand in her training.
We're like not even 2 minutes into the episode and already it's like Maddie glazing central, do you know what I mean? She's not even here and we're glazing her. She's not even here, and the only words out of Abby's mouth have been Maddie, 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 Maddie.
Batman.
It's so difficult to have any joy in seeing Maddie do anything because Abby is constantly about it, do you know what I mean? Yawn. I'm not in a good mood today, apparently.
Do I do the number with you 5? Sure, I could do that. But it's my prerogative. If I want to bring somebody in, I'll bring somebody in.
So who are we bringing in? You're not getting Peyton in, because I know she's not coming back anymore. She don't want to be a part of the team anymore. And if you're talking about Sarah, well, Sarah's pretty much already on the team. So what's the point of being like, oh, I'm bringing in Sarah? She's already been here. You can't be teasing us with a new person when it's just the same old person that we've had on the team the whole time.
So, as long as her mother behaves, I'm going to give her a try. Rise to the occasion. Be the best.
She was here last week, Abby. We know. We watched last week. And she was here last time. Also, if you haven't already told, I'm like eating strawberries. But, yeah, what's going on here? Abby, stop like repeating information. It's boring. We know she's on the team. She was here last week, and the week before, and the week before that.
On the bottom of the pyramid, Maddie.
But
Only because she's not here today.
that hasn't stopped you before. That hasn't stopped you before. She's been missing for like years before, and you've been like, yeah, she's still top of the pyramid because I know somewhere out there she's doing amazing dancing.
We have Chloe. You took a fall.
Did I not say that is exactly what she's going to do? She's going to pin it on Chloe and she's going to put her at the bottom of the pyramid. I said it. I called it. I knew it.
The ballet section, you just don't hit it. It's just not where it needs to be for 12.
But that's also because they don't take ballet lessons. So what we doing here? Do you know what I mean? Like, what actually are we doing? Because if you want to talk about, you got to have good ballet. Where's the ballet classes? Get them in ballet classes. Oh, no, they can't because they're too concentrated on doing a competition every week because they're on a show. So maybe let's not talk about their technique when you're not even teaching them any.
Moving up, Sarah. You worked hard, but I think you were a beat behind.
Not true.
The audacity of Christy to just be like, yeah, that's not true. Like, right, I'm all for biting back, but equally, like, know your place, do you know what I mean? Shush your mouth in this room. Go bitch about her upstairs, behind her back, where no one can hear you, do you know what I mean? In saying that, though, I do not remember, for the life of me, Sarah being bad, or being behind. Do you know what I mean? Like, I cannot remember that, so I don't know how true that is, Abby.
In this particular routine, you pulled my focus in a negative way. You were just too short.
You pulled my focus in a negative way, but you're second on the pyramid. Congratulations. Well done, well done, well done. So when Nia pulls your focus in not a positive way, but also not a negative way, she's like sixth on the pyramid. But Mackenzie, when it's a negative way, second on the pyramid. Well done, Kenzie. Good, 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 good.
And last is Kendall.
I mean, really, we need to talk about how the fact that this pyramid is not a pyramid is actually a rectangle. Why is it a rectangle? You quite literally have the perfect number of kids on a team to do a pyramid. Why have you not done it?
Now the group routine, which Maddie is in, is a musical theater piece titled Gypsies, Tramps, and Thieves.
And I'm guessing they're not going to be using the Amazing Cher song. Like, that would just be too easy. I don't know the words, but that's the tune. But yeah, more cultural appropriation. Yay, woo. We love that, guys, don't we? Give me a whoop whoop for cultural appropriation. Oh wait, there are no whoop whoops. You should be ashamed of yourself if you just whooped.
A gypsy is very spiritual. Maybe they even cast a spell on somebody.
These are horrendous stereotypes, but yeah, we'll move on. We'll move on. What do you mean Charlie Chaplin was considered a tramp? A tramp in American standards is like a homeless person, right? In British language, it's just mean like someone that's a bit rough, bit of a tramp. But like, why is Charlie Chaplin considered a tramp? Isn't he like Mr. Moustache Man? The not Hitler, but like moustache. Yeah, you know what I mean.
The lead is going to be whoever I feel earns it.
The last time that you did something for somebody to earn a special spot in the role, it turned out to be, oh, you're actually just the dance captain for the week. So, what are we doing here? What are we doing here, Abby? Is whoever I feel like it. Oh, okay. So, it could be Nia 1 minute, and it could be Kendall the next, and then it could be Mackenzie for all we know.
I'm looking for the child who can be my Maddie when Maddie's not here.
I don't want to be your Maddie whilst Maddie's not here. I want to be your Chloe or your Nia or your Kendall. Do you know what I mean? Like, I am not Maddie. My name is not Maddie. Maddie is not on my birth certificate. So why would I want to be Maddie?
It's about you portraying a character. You know, Maddie can do that. Now, had Maddie been here, it would be her solo. Don't let me down.
Who's betting that she won't be getting Maddie choreography, though? So even though it was Maddie's solo, won't be Maddie's choreography. I'm just hazarding a guess. But it's a lyrical number. And you know my thoughts on Kendall doing lyrical. I love it. She's one of the rare people that I want to do lyrical. Her and Nia are the ones I want to see do lyrical, because I very rarely get to see that.
The next solo is going to Nia.
Now, what culture is she going to be appropriating? That's what I'm wondering. I mean, there's plenty more to pick from. We could choose one of the many African nations. We could choose somewhere from Latin America. Or we could travel all the way across the world to Asia. What are we feeling today? What's on the roulette table?
And the last solo will be going to Chloe.
I'll have predictable things that Abby says for 500, please. It's a little Jeopardy joke for you guys. A cheeky little Jeopardy joke. I think it's Jeopardy at least. Anyway, Chloe, Kendall, Nia getting the solos, it makes sense. I mean, we haven't seen a Kendall solo in a hot minute. We haven't seen a Nia solo in a hot minute. And Chloe, it's been a couple of episodes. So, yeah, I feel like it's about time.
The name of your routine is I Should Have Known. It's a contemporary piece.
It's called I Should Have Known, because you should have known that you were going to fall because you didn't have your weight in the right place when you were doing your Batman. I'm always like looking for sneaky little meanings behind these songs. Do you know what I mean?
Abby, wait a minute. Sarah's the only one in this room that is coming off of week after week, winning after winning. And she was on the top of the pyramid last week. She deserved to be first runner this week.
I know you've seen the show before. I know you have. Because you've made various references to things that you will have only known about if you watch the show. Like when Kathy walks into the room and you go, oh, I hope you haven't got any water on you. Things like that. Do you know what I mean? It's things like that. So why are you shocked about this? Why are you shocked? What's going on? What's happening?
If any of our girls had been given the opportunity to do the music video that Maddie did, they would have been amazing too. They're just not given the chance.
I do agree with that. I do agree with the sentiment that, like, I think any of the kids have the opportunity to be amazing if they're given the opportunity to. And they just don't get the opportunity to. So nobody gets to see them being amazing. Do you know what I mean?
A year ago, they asked for girls. And then when they got
calls back, the only one that was ever available was Maddie for any project.
But guys, why are we surprised? Why are we surprised in the slightest that the only person that happened to be available at the time was Maddie? Abby is obviously going to put Maddie forward for anything because rather than accelerate everybody's careers, she'd rather super boost one person's career and leave everybody else feeding off the scraps. Do you know what I mean? It would have been a great opportunity for everyone else, but nope, Abby decides. And it's actually funny how many times when other people apart from Abby are choosing things, Maddie doesn't get picked. Chloe got picked for the Lux video. Kendall got picked for that photo shoot that they did. But it's only when Abby puts Maddie forward for stuff that Maddie gets picked for stuff. Do you see what I mean? Like when the company came in and followed A Life in the Day of Maddie or whatever it was. A Life in the Day of an ALDC dancer, and Maddie was the one that they were focusing on. That's because Abby put her forward. There's a weird correlation between Abby chosen stuff and outside people chosen stuff. Do you know what I mean?
Kendall was as close as you can get to the top of the pyramid. So why not challenge this kid?
She was as close as you can get to the top of the pyramid. She was first on the pyramid. So she was at the top of the pyramid. Even though it wasn't a pyramid, it was a rectangle, which I'm still confused about. Why was it a rectangle? What was the point? Another thing about this video, I still don't know to this day why they film it in like the most shitty apartment in the world. It looks ass. The outfit's bad, the wig's bad, the room is bad. Like, I don't get the point of it. What? Why? She is quite a big artist. Like, I don't understand why this was the vibe she wanted to go with for the music video. I think Maddie does a great job in it, but she's set up with a shitty outfit, a shitty wig, and a bad room. Do you know what I mean? Why is it just a mattress sitting there? Why are the walls peeling? This is gross. I wouldn't want to dance in that room.
And Ellen never comes to tech rehearsal?
Yeah,
Never?
she watched my dance twice. And then she came up to me and she was like, "Who are you?"
It's like, how do I say I don't care without saying I don't care? Care what Ellen said to you. I don't care. Just say that you had a good time so we can move on with the actual episodes. Because you can tell that Abby is creaming herself right now. She's absolutely just like the entire time, and I just don't like seeing Abby happy.
You're kind of on a different level now, Maddie. I'm going to use you to assist me in choreographing the other 3 girl solos.
Because you're on a different level. Oh, there goes that pedestal again. Oh, I can't even see her anymore. She's so high up there. Bloody hell. Hello, Maddie. Can you hear me? No? Okay.
You see this pretty gorgeous girl, yet as you turn your face, you will see a scar.
Ooh. Ooh. I feel like you could have gone one step further. Just a scar. Nah, make the entire face deformed. Make her Two-Face. That would be brilliant. That Batman villain. Two-Face. Harvey Dent.
And then you're gonna frown, smile, sad. Watch Maddie, just watch her.
She's not Maddie.
Chill. Oh my god, you just answered like 101 questions that I couldn't work out. I didn't realise that Kendall wasn't Maddie.
Look at her face.
She literally did nothing with her face there. Like, if we're going to pair up a scene of Maddie dancing with look at her face, at least make sure there's something going on her face. Because there was nothing going on her face.
Maddie has been getting other opportunities, which are fabulous. But the other moms are just jealous. Don't take it out on me.
No, they're not jealous. They're not jealous of the opportunities that Maddie is getting. They are pissed off that Abby is doing everything that she possibly can to sabotage their children so that your child gets the opportunities. That's what they're pissed off about.
She had the highest kick. She was doing all these musical theater routines and beating everybody. But the more you miss class, you're not going to be as good anymore.
And then, once again, we're just lying on national television. She misses class. When? Run me the receipts. Please tell me where on your attendance log it says that she doesn't attend class. Because you weren't even her teacher for the majority of the time. And as far as I'm aware, she's turned up, I would say, 99% of the time whilst being on this show. So, what are you talking about?
Let's do a vicious dog that's down in an alley, that's chained up. It's going to be edgy. I need Mia to attack the judges, and I want to see it. Let me hear you bark.
Huh? Oh. So in answer to what culture is she going to be appropriating, dog culture. Do I need to say anything, or can we just all move on and just can we just move on? Like, I'm not even sure that it needs to be said. So I'm just at a loss for words. Wow, okay. She got that dog in her. No, I'm joking. But Abby, this is so many levels of wrong. How are you not aware of how this looks? I'm genuinely at a loss for words. I really didn't think that it was gonna get worse. Well, I knew it was gonna get worse for her, but I didn't think it was gonna get this worse. Do you know what I mean?
Go.
Do you understand how demeaning and degrading that is? Do you understand how awful that is for Nia to have to bark in front of everybody? That is vile. But you know what? It's Abby Lee Miller, everyone. What were we expecting?
Jazz usually doesn't win in junior category, and Jazz dog dances really don't win.
I love the fact that Holly is very delicately dancing around the fact that this is so offensive, it's unbelievable. And she's like, do you know what? I don't even need to tell you how offensive this is. Jazz dances don't win, and dog jazz dances definitely don't win. But I putting aside the fact that we're making the only black girl be a dog. Jesus. I didn't think it was going to get worse. I didn't think it was going to get worse. I really didn't.
I mean, at least she has a solo.
That's not my issue. But if anybody can do it out of the whole group, it's her.
Oh, Melissa. Oh, Christy. Here's the point. You've just missed it. Oh my goodness. Oh my. That's horror. But then again, Christy does strike me as the kind of person that would say to someone who just got racially profiled, well, at least they took notice of you. At least they took notice of you. At least they noticed you. That's something, isn't it?
Sarah is stuck in the back of this number while Kendall has the leading role and a solo. But you know what? I will keep my mouth shut and do whatever it takes because I don't want to be kicked out.
Will you keep your mouth shut, though? I don't believe that for a second. Not even slightly.
Remember yesterday I said, if Maddie comes back in and learns to dance better, she'll get that special part.
So we're doing it again. We're doing the exact same thing to Kendall. Once again. There's only so many times I can bite my tongue, guys. There's only so many times before, like, I can feel the pressure cooking. I can feel it cooking. This whole Nia situation has pissed me off. And now we're disrespecting Kendall at the same time. Abby, count your days. Abby, count your days.
Why don't you go ask Maddie how long she
Because
was in there?
I don't need to ask Maddie. I know what happened. We know she comes in and learns everything before everybody
Does
else.
not. She does not, Jill.
Well, in the nicest way possible, what is she doing then? What is she doing? If she's not learning the dances, don't tell me that she's just practicing her technique, because that is a crock of shit. It's an absolute crock of shit. She's definitely learning the numbers. She 100% is. And Abby's always going to give her all the time in the world to practice and practice and practice, and then make out that, oh, well, she had the exact same time as the other children. She's just so good. No, she just has more time to practice. I would be better if I had more time to practice. But if you're going to give me an hour to learn a solo, or 17 minutes, I'm going to be shit.
Maddie took it upon herself and asked Gia if she can learn the dance in her private. Nothing wrong with that at all.
So you've literally just contradicted yourself. Jill is literally just saying Maddie learnt the dance in her private, and you went, no, she didn't. And then in the next sentence out of your mouth in a confessional, you say Maddie took it upon herself to ask Gia to learn the dance in one of her privates. There's nothing wrong with that. So why are you lying to Jill? Why not just be like, yeah, she did. She did learn it. She has to catch up. I don't think the mums would have anywhere near as much of a problem with you if you didn't constantly lie about trivial shit, trivial bullshit rubbish. Do you know what I mean? You don't need to be lying about this stuff, but you are, and that's what's so frustrating about it.
8:30 a.m. And what time did you start here, Chloe? 3. And you're the tired one.
Because someone's been at school all day. Maddie's come in and yeah, she's dancing, but like, school is also exhausting. She's had to do 8 hours of school. And you're telling me that, like, oh, wow, Maddie's been here since 8:30. Well, when the fuck is she doing her schoolwork, eh? When's she doing her schoolwork if she's been here since 8:30 a.m.? Tell me quickly. Because isn't she meant to be getting homeschooled? What's going on here? Somebody, please tell me quickly. I'm so over this.
Okay, let's go with Nia. Hey, let me
That's
see
horror. That is horror.
You've got to be kidding.
That's horror.
It's a dog leash.
Oh.
Even all of the mums are like, oh, the optics of this are. How is no part of you seeing how wrong this is?
She's not backing down from this challenge. The collar's distracting. She's holding back, of course, because now she has something whipping around her face.
What is this bullshit with Abby constantly giving them like stupid props that they can't use? Like when she gave Kendall those like shoes and she wanted them to perfectly balance and they wouldn't. They're obviously not going to balance. They're shoes, they're gravity, things like that. This chain is going to be whipping around. It's not going to stay in place unless you like stick it in place.
We're trying to get another one made. You weren't supposed to be in the group. It was just the original 5. And I kept you, and that's the problem.
Why is there always costume issues at this fucking place? Why? She doesn't have a costume. Such bullshit, honestly. Like, yeah, this is ridiculous.
What are we doing about her costume?
You need to pray to the UPS god or pray to the FedEx god, whatever. I know you don't
pray
believe
to
in
any
all those other gods.
but the God. So
Well,
we
then,
don't have to pray.
He better FedEx that costume here fast.
Abby.
God better put that on an express route right here, right now. I cannot believe that we're in this situation again. We're 4 seasons into this world-renowned show. I'm not saying renowned for a good reason, but you know what I mean. Like, it's popular, it's famous, like, infamous. How have they not sorted out the costumes by now? How? I don't understand.
Studio needs revamped, and I think the garbage needs to be taken out, and I think that starts with you.
You see, there's moments like this where I'm like, yeah, Christy cooked. Christy absolutely cooked. Completely. Just roasted Abby. And there's other moments where I'm like, you're the scourge of the earth. You're awful. You're a dreadful human being. Do you understand how conflicted I am about Christy? Do you understand? I'm very conflicted. I don't know how to feel. I'm all over the place with her.
It's never the kid's fault, but somehow the kid always ends up paying for the parents' mistakes.
What do you mean somehow they always end up paying for the parents' mistake? You make them pay for the parents' mistake. You're not... What? You're acting like you've got a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde thing going on where like, oh, Dr. Jekyll, oh, it's so sad that these kids get taken out the number. And then Mr. Hyde is the one taking them out the number.
Oh, she is.
Oh,
that costume's gorgeous.
It's so nice. The scar looks incredible.
Yeah, I gotta say, the makeup actually looks quite good. The makeup actually looks very good. I'm very impressed, actually. I know I slated it earlier when I was like, oh, I don't like the idea of the stars. Like, go full force, go full Two-Face. But, like, I actually think that they've done it very well. So it's subtle, but it works. It works really nicely.
I think your lips need to be red.
How is Nia really supposed to compete for Maddie's top spot when Kendall has this gorgeous costume and Nia's dressed up like a dog?
Not even like a dog, like a hooker dog. That's an awful outfit. That is like top 10 worst outfits that we've ever had on this show. And we've had some bad outfits on this show.
All right, come on out.
Yay.
Ooh, I love it.
That's dreadful. Why have we given... Ah, because it's Maddie's. Oh, that makes sense. Kendall's got a lovely costume because it was Maddie's costume. Oh, that makes so much more sense. Okay, that makes sense. I was like, why has Kendall got such a nice one and everyone else sucks? Yeah, that would be why.
They told me I don't have the heart for this rock star life, backstabbing all day, phony future. Who cares about the past when losing ain't an option? Whatever, a nice scared to fight, it ain't the size of the fuck, it's the size of the body.
Oh, wow. Okay.
What you know?
And of course it ends with a death drop. Of course it does. Why wouldn't it? It's an ear number after all. Damn. Okay. I thought it was better than I was expecting. Again, Abby doesn't choreograph to the music and it jars me out. There's there was a perfect opportunity to do some tutting in there, some like but something like that. Would have been really, really cool to see her like doing some kind of different choreography, but no, we're just stuck in the wheelhouse of boring stuff. There was actually some nice choreography in there. The bit where she was like bam, bam. I can't do it because obviously I'd have to be like a squat. But it was really, really nice. There was so many good moments of that I was just like, she kind of committed to the bit. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10. I think there were moments that I was just like, oh, you don't do those kind of flips in this kind of number. It just doesn't work. It doesn't work. I'm sorry, it doesn't. So yeah, that pissed me off. But other than that, I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed myself. I had a good time. I don't think it was as bad as I expected, but it's still not great in terms of the optics. But you know what? She committed to the bit and she did it well. So I'm just grateful that she did well. I think I'd give it like a 6. I don't think it was that good. I think Chloe was great, don't get me wrong. The choreography was just boring. There was no climax to the piece. There was no moment that made me go, yeah, this is a fucking good number. Yeah. Nah. It was just a bit bog standard. It was a bit basic. It just was what it was, do you know what I mean? Didn't wow me, didn't impress me. I didn't love it. So, unfortunately, little bit of a flop for me. I went into this wondering, like, oh, was this really choreographed for Maddie? And the fact that she wasn't here, is this just an unfortunate coincidence? Like, but yeah, this was definitely choreographed for Maddie. Did you see the amount of times she went, that's like the Maddie move. So yeah, this was definitely choreographed for Maddie. Do I think Kendall slayed it? Absolutely. I would give this a 9 out of 10 just because I do wish that she had just committed to the face a little bit more. There were glimmers of like, oh, yeah, perfect. And then other times I just noticed that her face wasn't moving from move to move, telling the story. Do you know what I mean? So I do feel like on that side, she kind of slipped up a little bit. But the dancing was superb. Like, I feel like people don't give Kendall the credit that she deserves when it comes to dancing, because she always gets given like shitty jazzy numbers that are like, that you can't dance them very well, do you know what I mean? Because they're so fast or they're so like weirdly choreographed. They're just not good. They're no good at all. Whereas these lyrical numbers, Kendall thrives in them, but she just doesn't get the chance to show that at all. So it's a real shame. But Kendall, I thought you absolutely slayed that. I thought you did bloody brilliant. So well done with that. That was a lot better than I was expecting it to be. A lot better. And I'm going to give them a free pass for the fact that the blocking was a mess the entire way through. I thought that they did a very good job. Kendall, like I said, I literally just said, didn't I? She is a great dancer. She was up there dancing with Maddie and Chloe, and she was getting her leg just as high and in the right position. She was doing it in the same timing. She is a great dancer. Just a great dancer. Stupendous is what I was going to say. But Nia and Mackenzie, they got disrespected in this dance. Absolutely disrespected. There's like a good, I want to say 8 counts where they're just walking around tapping their tambourine. That was literally it. Whilst everybody else is dancing, they're just walking around tapping the tambourine. I don't think Sarah would have added anything extra to this number. I think the blocking wouldn't have been a mess, for one. I think it would have been a little bit more put together. Like I said, I'm going to give them a free pass for that because it's not fair, because they did just have to change it moments before. But yeah, I don't know. I just wasn't... I was pissed off that Mackenzie and Nia got disrespected. I would give this a 9 though. I did really enjoy it. It told me a story. It felt very much like the fairground sort of psychics that they have sit in the tents with their crystal balls. It felt very much like that. So yeah, on the whole, very impressed with this. Yeah, it was good.
Underdog from Abby Lee Dance Company.
You know what? It might not be 3rd place, but 4th place, I'm still happy with that, Nia. I'm still very, very happy with that, because that was not a competitive dance that should have been going up against lyrical and contemporary dancers.
Entry number 9, I Should Have Known from the Abby Lee Dance Company.
Again, I feel like I could have guessed that. I knew that Chloe was going to come in 2nd. The dance wasn't as competitive as the Maddie solo that, like, Kendall was given, so... It makes sense. It tracks that Kendall would win. Do you know what I mean? And this is going to be used as a narrative of, Chloe, look, Kendall's beaten you again. And it's going to be like, oh, okay, well, brilliant. Thanks for that one.
I'm really happy that I won. I haven't won a solo in a really long time.
Yay! I'm so happy about that. That makes me happy. And the fact that she won with a lyrical dance and with Maddie's solo, it just proves a lot, doesn't it? Yay!
The was the overall high-scoring routine of the entire competition.
Oh! And sorry, who was the lead of that dance? Oh, Kendall! Oh, so can we stop being a bullshitter when we say, the team can only win if Maddie is in the charge. If Maddie is in the lead, that is the only way that these people can win. Do we understand how silly we sound now?
Nia, I thought that your facial expressions were much better, but there were other parts that could have been flirty or sassy.
Pray tell how you can be flirty and sassy as a dog. Are you flirting with dogs? Oh my god. That's why you were obsessed with Broadway Baby. Well, thank you guys for watching this episode of Dance Mums. It's been a tough watch, this one, I think. I think last episode was enjoyable enough because I was able to take the piss out of it, but like it was still awkward. This episode was just wrong on so many levels, but you know what, we're not going to get too much into it. Thank you guys very, very much for watching. Like I said, I hope you guys did enjoy. I've tried to keep it light. I've tried to keep it entertaining, even though this show is getting gradually more and more depressing. But either way, I hope you guys are going to come back for the next episode. I don't know what to say now. Right, thank you guys for watching for the 3rd time in this exit interview with me, your host, Ethan. And I will see you guys in the next video, whenever that may be. But until then, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, do all that YouTube stuff that you guys do so well. We're on our way to 10,000 by the end of the year. But that's up to you guys to make that happen, not me. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. See you guys later. Keep on ranting. Bye now.